1, 2, 3.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to Nerd Escape,
The comic book podcast.
where we talk about everything underrated and overlooked.
You got it right this time, you guys.
I got it right. We're back in business, y'all. Oh, God.
Yeah, we're here.
It is your favorite comic book podcast. We are back. And just to let you know, if you're listening on Spotify, Apple, Anchor, whatever app you listen to podcast on, please, in a way, rate us.
Yeah.
5 stars, hopefully.
Tell us how we're doing.
Tell us how we're doing. Follow us. If you're watching on YouTube, which is we're on that format as well, you probably just type in Nerd Escape, comic books will pop up.
Yep.
Please like and subscribe how the people do.
They're always pointing at the screen and they never put it where they're supposed to put it.
Pop, and there's like a little bubble right here. Yeah. That might be us in the future. Who knows?
We'll see if if the design team can get better.
We have a design team?
It's me.
Oh, yeah. That's what I thought.
I am the design team.
But welcome back to Nerd Escape.
Yes.
We took a little life hiatus.
Yeah.
We got married. If
Yes,
you
we
listened to
did.
the last episode, I don't got my ring on right now.
But I do. I'm
Camille
committed.
does. There's no women here at the house, so there's no competitors.
What if a woman was to walk into the door right now?
I'd be like, I don't know. I'd be
Wow.
like, my wife might come.
I'm calling the police.
I'd be like, you got to get out of here, mate. I don't know.
She's like, are you British?
Is that no? I don't know.
Who knows?
Freezing up here. That's like, let me go
Testing
find my
his
wedding ring.
Willpower.
Look, we're back. That's important. We went
Very
to Maine
important.
for a honeymoon. Listen to the next episode, and we're gonna break down because we went to Maine, went to the comic book stores.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, we bought comic books.
Yeah, he spent a lot. I did very good with not buying anything.
And we bought books.
I mean, I
real
bought
books too.
2 books. Nope, take that back. I bought 3 books.
Yeah. Well, if any case, we had extra heavy luggage when we came back.
Yes.
And we'll have a breakdown of like all we bought in Maine and kind of like some pictures of the comic book store. Shout out to what is it, Coastal Comics? I might be getting that wrong, but we'll shout out
I think
next
it's
one.
Coast City.
Coast City Comics, yes, in Portland, Maine. It was really fun going there. But it is Monday. We're dropping this episode, so what does that mean, Camille?
It's Mini Manga Mania Monday.
Mini? You just messed that up. Mini Manga Mania Monday.
It's Mini.
All right, we say it real fast together in 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mini Manga Mania Mondays.
Mini Manga Mania Mondays. Mini Manga Mania Mondays.
I can only say it once.
Mini Mondays. I love
It's been so long.
Yeah, love me some Mini Manga Mania Mondays.
Me too.
And we have 2 features that we're doing with 2 characters that kind of look very similar.
Yes. I think they could be best friends.
They would, yeah, they probably would. I guess I'll start it off.
Go for it, my guy.
I am featuring, and we watched the anime of this first, and I started reading the mangas. The anime is one of the best animes out there, I think. That's a new one. It is called Mob Psycho 100.
Yeah.
So if you see, I
It's
got
really
the
good.
1, 2, and 3. I actually still need to read 3, but it's really good. And if you see, this is Mob.
Did we pick up that one in Maine, or did we pick it up
No, I
today?
picked this up today.
Oh, yeah. We also did. We're recording this on Saturday, Free Comic Book Day. So we'll probably have an episode on what we got from there, too. So
We'll throw it into the main one. Yeah, I spend way too much money on.
yes, you
I
do.
can't help myself.
Which is crazy because you're always telling me to like not buy any more books.
because I read everything I buy. You don't.
It's
Comic
for
book
the
wise,
future.
I go through the comic books very fast. But anyways, it is Free Comic Book Day. We're recording on, so we had a good time. It's in Texas. It's hot out, man. The sun's about to go down. Thank God. But yes, shout out to Austin City Comics for holding it down. 10 free comic books to everyone who walked in. A selection. It is free comic books. It's good for starters, I think.
Oh yeah,
I
100%.
think free comic
Starters
books,
are and kids.
free comic books is there for like the kids, and then like if you're not into comic books, here's like a pathway.
Yeah.
But back to the feature, Mini Manga Mania Monday. It is Mob Psycho 100s. It is by the manga artist known as ONE. A lot of you might know ONE. He did One Punch Man, and that's just his alias. Manga artists like to live in secret for some reason.
They love it.
But he started One Punch Man before it got really famous. It was I believe it was a web manga, so he ran on the web. And I would say the artwork was like very scratchy, kind of like how this is. Like if you see that one right there, Like, well, on YouTube, we'll show some clips of it on, little feature.
Yeah. Go watch us on YouTube so you can see what we're showing you.
Yes. Right now, put it there. See some mangas.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's about this character. But the webcomic for One Punch Man, it didn't get famous until another illustrator took his illustrations and redrew them. Not here to say One is a bad artist, but it's just very scratchy. And in this comic book or this manga, they let him go all out with his own art. So you kind of see like, okay, this looks like One Punch Man, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of cartoonish in a way. But I love it.
Yeah.
And so this ran from April 2012 to December 2017. It compiled 16 printed volumes. So I'm getting there.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And it's a genre of supernatural and action and comedy. It's very, very funny.
Yeah, it's so good.
And like I said, it is an anime, and it had 2 seasons, and it's already done. And I will say, the first season, and then even the second season even topped it, have some of the best anime intros in the game.
Oh, 100%.
Like there's a song, I think they're called Mob Squad, the band that made the songs for the anime. And there's a song called 99, and there's 99.9, that the second season song. That song bops.
It's so good.
Like it's on my playlist, and I play it at work. I'm just like, yeah. The song's so good. The bass, it's so good. It's right up there with Claymore's intro. It's good.
Oh yeah, animes love the bass.
So I would say recommended. Check out the anime, and then go check out the mangas. You would like it. Mob Psycho 100 is great.
Yeah.
In the story, it's about Shigeo. He's a Shigeo Kageyami, and they call him Mob.
Yeah.
The reason they call him Mob is because he's an average middle school boy, and his nickname's Mob. And Mabu in Japanese, it means lacking a sense of presence in Japanese. And so it's like he's a mob of people that just look all alike. And pretty much, as you saw, he has like the bowl cut, and he's just pretty simple. He's very quiet, and he kind of like every little kid, he wants a girlfriend. He wants to have big muscles and all that kind of things. But he's just kind of like plain, and he's really bad at school. But he has psychic telekinesis powers. He can also see ghosts but he doesn't want to use these powers against humans and everything like that. And he's just an interesting character. There's Reagan Aritaka, and Reagan is Mob's sensei in a way. His alias is the greatest psychic of all of the 21st century.
Yeah. What a guy.
He owns his psychic shop. It's called Spirits and Such Consultation Office. So some people will come up to him and just be like, hey, I see a ghost. Like every time I take a picture, and it's like this silly picture of like ghosts, like, posing in someone's like photographs.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he'll do some fake stuff. Like I think he throws salt out of his pocket sometimes. He'll do these like crazy, like someone will come in with like stress on their shoulders because they have a ghost, and he'll like give them a crazy massage.
Yeah.
But he's not a psychic. He's the biggest like con man of all time. But he's really funny.
So good.
But his really good thing about him, besides being a silly con man, is he really is a good mentor for Shigeo.
Yeah.
And because Shigeo, he has a past where he unleashed his powers and like he hurt people. I think he hurt his brother one time, and Reagan really tells him like, hey, you can't use this against people. And I love his message, because his message is you think you're special with your powers, the psychic powers.
Yeah.
But other people are better at other things, and that's what makes them special. So Mob can't get girlfriends. He's not athletic. He can't read and write well. He doesn't do math well. Some people will have that. And so he tells him, he's like, without your powers, you would be nothing. So why don't you get better at other things? So it's kind of a good mentor.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and he's pretty much like, don't hurt other people. That's kind of his very, very big goal. But yeah, Mob wants muscles and the ability to read a room, and he wants to win the heart of a woman. But
wholesome.
Like I said, we'll roll some clips by on YouTube. The anime is just like, they get into some of the best like colossal like fights where their psychic powers are just like flying through the air, and just like I think Mob destroys a whole school at one point on accident because he released his power. But that's my just on it. What do you think of Mob Psycho 100?
Oh, I absolutely love Mob Psycho, and I really dig the character plots, all of them, because they fluctuate, and it's really interesting to see how all of the characters kind of like grow, and it's like the comedy in it is so funny. There's no time that I'm not laughing. It's really, really funny, and just it's a really good one. What about you?
Yeah, I think I saw you watching it first, and I was like, "Who's this mushroom head like looking dude?"
Yeah,
and I think like there's other characters like what's his name, the Dimple.
Oh, Dimple, yeah.
Dimple's a cult leader he's basically a spirit, and he takes over this body, and he has a cult. So if he makes you laugh, you can't stop laughing, and he has control of you.
Yep.
And he can't make Mob laugh because Mob is just very dry and has no sense of humor.
Yeah.
And then Dimple ends up he challenges Mob, Mob destroys him. Oh, and the most important thing, when Mob gets angry to the whole manga and the whole anime, he has a little meter that's like, it's like 20% at Psycho mode. When he goes to 100%, he pretty much just loses his shit.
Yeah, it's like he
blacks out, and he turns into like pretty much this super like psychic,
super
like,
sane
god person, if you will.
Is it super sane? Super saiyan? Saiyan?
That's another topic. God, she's not with the mainstream DBZ. What didn't grow up watching DBZ?
I watched a few episodes because of my brother, and then he was hogging the TV when I wanted to watch something else.
That's what we do. Okay, DBZ. But yeah, Dimple is a funny character. He pretty much is a floating,
green.
He's a floating blob with like cherry dimples, and he tells Mom like you can take over the world. So I love the comedy. It's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
But I love the messaging, and then honestly, the animation is just, it's some of the best, and it makes like some of the fights very colossal.
Oh yeah,
like
100%.
destroying buildings, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Because all the characters, he's kind of only good at drawing like a few faces. So a lot of the characters look just like One Punch Man, and like a lot of the girls even in here have like girl haircuts, and they're girls, but they look like Satame from from One Punch Man.
Yeah.
I think someone even has like a keychain on their cell phone, and it's One Punch Man.
I want a One Punch. Do they have One Punch Funko?
Oh yeah, you bought it. Oh no,
not. I bought a Funko, but it's not One Punch.
I have One Punch Funko.
Where?
At work. My job.
When did you get that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
He's buying Funkos without me.
I could have sworn you bought me that.
Maybe I did.
I think you did. Okay, that's one. That's Mob Psycho 100. He's a colossal psychic who's very awkward and weird. And it's funny. If you like ghosts and supernatural things and a flair of comedy, I would pick this up. It's really
100%.
good. It's really funny. But moving on to the next one. Tell the people what manga you chose.
Oh, the next one I chose is one of my favorite. Like, did I say last year? Because I read it last year. I think I was saying this one was one of my favorite ones of last year. But I picked Mashle, Magic and Muscles. It's by Hajime Komoto. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it is so good. One of my favorites. I'm going to read the synopsis on the back because that's always fun to me. In the magic world, oh no. In the magic realm, magic is everything. Everyone can use it, and one skill determines their social status. Deep in the forest, oblivious to the ways of the world, lives Mash. Thanks to his daily training, he's become a fitness god. When Mash is discovered, he has no choice but to enroll in magic school, where he must beat the competition without revealing his secret. He can't use magic. Mash just wants to live in peace with his father in the forest, but the only way he'll ever be accepted in the magic realm is by attending magic school and becoming a divine visionary, an exceptional student revered as one of the chosen. But without an ounce of magic to his name, Mash will have to punch his way to the top spot. And that is the reason why it's one of my favorites. Literally, it is Harry Potter. If Harry Potter met like a bodybuilding competition, but without magic.
It's kind of Harry Potter met One Punch Man.
Yes. And the thing is that this really, honestly, in my opinion, makes fun of Harry Potter, which I like to hear. And I think that's probably my favorite part, is that it makes fun of Harry Potter and it has a whole new twist. But again, like, it's Harry Potter meets One Punch Man.
And it's funny because I think like one of the professors was scorning, like, I guess the Snape of this thing, who's kind of like in the dirt with like the evil like student magicians, and Mashle just takes his face and just crushes it into the ground, and everyone's like, he's not allowed to do that. So he kind of takes his super strength and like one ups the magic they're trying to do. You know, like he'll snap their wands.
Yeah. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
It's one of my things. Like, they make fun of Quidditch, and so Mashle, again, he doesn't have magic, so he can't fly on a broom. And so what he throws the little ball so fast, and he runs faster than it, that way that he can catch it. So it almost looks as if he's flying, because he's like jumped up really high and then He ran.
Well,
he
throws the broom, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He throws the
races
broom.
Somebody.
And then
he throws the broom, and he's so fast that he runs and hops on it.
Yeah,
and everyone's like, "Wait, we didn't see what happened." He's like, "He must have won."
So fast.
And I think when he wants to fly, he like wiggles his legs so fast that it causes like the physics of his like body to fly up. So he's just abnormally strong.
Yeah.
But he also loves cream puffs. Remember?
Oh my, that's my favorite part. He loves cream puffs, and owls hate him.
Oh, they do?
They do. There's like one scene where he got in trouble, and so like they have him cleaning up like a shed or something like that, and all the owls are just on him, pecking at him.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
And I know he's so strong. He always like tears off doors.
Yeah, he just he tears the door off.
There's some good manga themes where it's like they're hitting the point. So it's pretty much like magic meets like kind of like action, little punching.
Yeah.
But also there's very, very comedic hand.
It's so.
And we were saying that these two guys, they'd probably be friends.
Yeah, because
Mob Psycho and him.
One has magic or psychic powers, and the other one doesn't. And like,
and one's very strong.
They can help each other.
Yeah. So they'd probably not be friends. They'd probably just walk by each other and be like, "Oh, hey." And then,
they'd be very like nonchalant with each other.
I feel like we know anime voice of Shigeo.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, like really soft smoking. And Mashle, there's not an anime yet. Hopefully there will be. But I imagine in my head, his voice is like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
sorry about
that's what
that.
I was just about to say. I was like, I hope like if it does get turned into some type of anime, that his voice is like super deep. Yeah. Honestly, I should try to be a voice actor for anime.
You'd be like one of my favorite mangas is Bakuman, and his like love interest is trying to be a voice actress.
I'm not a manga character.
Role play later on. Okay. But that is Mini Manga Mania Monday.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
As said before, if you're listening on Spotify, anywhere, listen to Apple, iTunes, whatever you're doing, we're on YouTube.
Yes.
You can actually see we're gonna have some rolling pans, But if you are also a comic book artist, illustrator, and we'd review comic books as well, just so you know. But yes, go to YouTube, give us a like, subscribe, follow us on IG,
please, at
nerd_escape.
Be our friends.
Be our friends. We reach out, and it's free comic book day, so I hope you enjoy that. But this is Mini Manga Monday. Mini Manga Mania Monday, another one in the books. So thank you so much for joining Nerd Escape,
the comic book podcast,
where we talk about everything underrated and overlooked.
I'm your host, Cami.
I'm your host, Jublar.
Good night.
Peace. Mini Manga Mania Monday.
Mini Manga Mania Mondays. Mini Manga Mania Monday.
Get used to it.
Love you. Bye.